On this DistroKid tutorial for beginners, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about DistroKid. How to upload your music, how to edit it, how to use all the features, how to get paid, how to withdraw your earnings, everything you need to know about using DistroKid. First off, we're on our dashboard right now, as you can see. Now, typically when you first start out with DistroKid, this will be blank. As you can imagine, you haven't released anything yet, but showing you this dashboard on the left, this means when it's green that it's good. It's been sent to stores, it's already in stores, etc., etc. If it's yellow, it's pending, and if it's red, that means it got aborted or got rejected for whatever reason. Remember that DistroKid is in the middle when it comes to releasing your music. So if you want to put it on all the stores, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, RDO, all of them, DistroKid would kind of review your music, your artwork, make sure everything's packaged correctly, then either say, yes, we're now going to send it to stores, or hey, no, sorry, we think you need to change this, because we know stores are not like that. So keep that in mind. DistroKid will always review your stuff, just to word that super simply, because they know what stores like, and they know what stores do not like. So keep that in mind. Now, as you can see here as well, this is the song title. I can see if it's a single, an album, an EP. This is the artist name, so I release music under two different artists, I Ficero, and then Style Free. And then on the right here, you can see all the stores that this song has been added to. So let's go first off to the uploading process. Now, let's say finally make that song, you release it, here's how you upload it. First off, these are all the stores that this song is being sent to. I suggest not touching this, just being honest. Next, you want to select number of songs. So let's say, is it a single? Is it, let's say, an EP? So, you know, maybe 3 to 5 songs. Is it a full album? So let's say 7 or more, whatever the case is. Next, previously released. Most likely this can say on no. Then you have artist and band name. And if you have multiple artists like I do, as you can see, these are the different artists that I've released under. Now going down, as you can see, I can do a release date if I want, or a custom release date. I can pre-order it. I set my own record label. This is a record label that I made, so you can do a custom record label. Next, you want to upload the album cover. I've already done a bunch of videos about DistroKid going to like the nitty gritty of just the album cover, just the releases, etc., etc. But for this, the biggest thing is make sure it's an even square. It's not like a picture that's blown up, so let's say it doesn't look pixelated or whatnot. And make sure you do not put your social media handles on it. That's a big thing. Next, go down to language, you know, whatever language the song is in. Then the primary genre. If you're doing electronic, like me, you're gonna have to pick a secondary genre. So is it dubstep or house or wherever the genre is? This list, I know for my hardcore EDM people, is not complete. Like for me, you know, I release a lot of Moombahton. There isn't really a Moombahton section, so I pick reggae/dancehall/dub for Moombahton. It's kind of the closest I can get. So keep in mind, you might have to get as broad as you can when it comes to your release. Next, I have my song title right here. I can add a collaborator if I want to. I can add, this is optional, like a version. So is it like a remix, is it an edit, etc., etc. I then have the audio file that I'm going to upload, the songwriter's real names. This is huge, especially when it comes to performance rights organizations. Make sure you put in your actual real name. Do not put in a stage name. Then obviously all these kind of other options of explicit lyrics, instrumental, etc., etc. Now going down here, we have all these different extras. Being honest, the biggest one for me is the Shazam and iPhone Siri. All these other ones, not gonna lie, I don't think are as useful if you just want me to be honest. And then lastly, you have to click all of these. One big thing I will say as a side note, you see right here, I selected YouTube Music as a store, so I will not email DistroKid asking, why'd you upload my music to YouTube? This is a big question I get all the time. People saying, hey Mark, I saw that YouTube created a topic channel for me. I didn't, consent to that. I don't want my music on that. Google automatically does that. So if I scroll all the way up, you'll see YouTube Music. So keep that in mind. I can always uncheck this and then scroll down and it goes away. I suggest having that checked anyway, and YouTube will create a topic channel for you and for your music. But I also suggest uploading your music manually on your own artist channel. So now let's say you finally uploaded your song. You can see the release here. It has like that green check mark and everything. Now if I click this, a couple cool things I can do. First off, I can go down and I can download the song. So the cool thing about DistroKid is it's almost like a free online storage for all your music and all of your artwork. So if I want to click this and download, I can just do this, save image as, or click download here. Another thing is, let's say I want to edit this song. Let's say I'm like, shoot, you know what? I call the song Like a Metronome, but instead I want to call it just Metronome or whatever. I can go to Edit Release, and then this is where I can edit the release in terms of the artist and band name, the record label, the album cover even, the track title, so on and so forth. So this is very important if, let's say, you do want to do a quick edit, and let's say something went wrong, let's say you want to retitle something. And then lastly, down here, I can add features that, let's say, before I didn't add, but let's say instead I do want to add them. Here's how I can do that. Next, I can go to stats. Being honest, I actually don't like the DistroKid stats feature. I don't really look at this. It shows you your streams and downloads, but they're not as specific as each individual platform's artist program. So what I mean is Spotify has Spotify for artists. We can really go in depth, see all the analytics. So though the stats is there, I usually don't touch it. Just being honest, I don't think it's as good as going to each individual platform like Apple Music or Spotify and seeing all the in-depth stats on that specific platform. So I usually don't touch that, but you can if you want. Next, I'm gonna go to upgrade. In case you don't know, DistroKid is $20 a year for unlimited uploads, and you keep 100% of the profits. That's pretty awesome. One big catch though, is this is one artist or band name. Now for me, I release music under 2 different artists, Chero and Style Free. That is why I have the Musicians Plus account. It is $36 a year, so it's $16 more, which is what? 2 drinks at the bar. I guess being here in LA, there's some places that maybe is like 1 cocktail at the bar. But anyway, the good parts about the Musicians Plus account is 2 main things for me. One, like I said, multiple artists. The second, and this is a big one, is the custom label name. If you have the regular Musicians account, the label is DistroKid. No offense to DistroKid, I think that's kind of tacky. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that when I released music, it said, oh, your label is DistroKid. For me, I just didn't like that. I don't know, I was like, you know what? I'd much rather just make my own label name, which is Meta Music Records. I'm the only one on it, but at least that way it adds more originality in my releases, if that makes sense. So these are the different plans you have. And of course, if you're watching this and you do have a label with multiple artists, you do have this option right here as well. Now going to bank. The big thing that a lot of people want to know, how do I get paid? So first off, going to here, I just requested a payout. Typically what happens, and this is a big thing you can see right here, stores are on a 2 to 3 month long delay. I know, that's annoying. Let's be honest. If let's say you release a new album on January 1st, and one of your friends like, hey man, I want to support your music. I'm gonna buy that album right when it comes out. I'm gonna buy it on January 1st. You might not get that money until March-ish, maybe. And then once you withdraw your earnings from your DistroKid account, then it's about 1 to 14 days, as you can see here. So I actually requested a payment from DistroKid yesterday. It's gonna be processed within 14 days. It's usually pretty quick. I usually find it's about like 3 to 5 business days. It appears in my bank account via direct deposit. There are a few different ways you can get paid via DistroKid, this direct deposit, PayPal, wire transfer. You can even get a check, like a physical check if you want. And there's a few different ways you can do it. And then lastly, if I go down here, I can see the breakdown by artist, by the store. I can see all the different things of essentially how I'm making my money and where's that money exactly coming from, depending on the store or the platform, whatever the case is. Getting paid by DistroKid is super easy. One last thing I'm gonna show you before I get into the goodies, and there's a lot of goodies when it comes to DistroKid, is the referral program. This has gotten a lot of hype, and the biggest reason why is if you sign up with my special code, you get a 7% discount. I get $10. So it's a win-win. If someone signs up through my code or your code or whatever, they get 7% off, you get $10, it's a win-win. So as you can see here, I've had about 12,000 clicks on this link. I've signed up 932 people. This is how much money I've earned. Now, one quick side note, I will say, you may be wondering like, wait, 932 times 10 is almost double this. Back in the day, it actually used to be only $5 you made every single time you signed up somebody to DistroKid. Then they changed it being like, you know what? We're actually gonna give you $10, which actually is pretty good. So let's say if you have a YouTube channel like me, if let's say you have a social media following and you post it somewhere, if let's say you get 5 people a month to sign up, that's $50 extra in your pocket. And as you can see, I've made almost $5 grand just from referring people to DistroKid. This is another kind of cool side way of making money on DistroKid besides just posting your music and streams and downloads, etc., etc. Now, let's get into the goodies. Now, this video could turn into an extra half hour. So I'm going to kind of scrape the surface in all these. This is meant to be, like I said, a beginner's tutorial about DistroKid. But the good thing about DistroKid, and this is one thing that I just love about it, is there's a tremendous amount of features, goodies, extras, all this stuff on top of just uploading your music. I'm just gonna scrape the surface now. As you can see, we can do slaps.com, so therefore you can kind of figure out how good is your song or not. You can try to get on Spotify playlists. You can get into other DistroKid community playlists, promote yourself. So now we have things like Hyperfollow, which is one, think of it almost like Linktree, where it's one link you go to that has all the links for that song or album in terms of Spotify, Apple Music, RDO, etc. We have Midi videos, so I'll show you like some of them that I really like. Mini videos, these are free videos that you can do. Let's say you just released a song. I can pick a song, so I'll just do Team No Sleep, I guess. And then as you can see, I can make this, I'll just turn this down because I don't really see it. But it looks like that, and obviously this is going to be the artwork so I can generate it. But this is how we'll look, and this is a free mini video that I can use to put on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or anything else. And then we have a meme video generator. So again, this is free as well. Some of these are paid, some of these are free. So I can do, I already did this for this one. So I can go to here, and as you can see, I have this here, which is kind of cool, right? That is actually one of the mini videos. But let's say if I want to do a meme video, I can do, let's say, Marcel. This is that famous scene in Friends where Ross is like, Marcel, don't play that song, don't play that song. And he puts on The Lion King. Well, in this case, it can be your song. I can do like Moombahton at Low, so this is my song where same scene as Friends, where Ross is like, hey, Marcel, do not put on that song. He puts it on, but instead of it being The Lion King, it's actually your song. So this is really, really cool. Then I have Visi Video Generator. This is when you see on YouTube where, say, the song goes to a spectrum and kind of has the audio react to it. This does cost money. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's very overpriced. I never do this, I'm just gonna be blunt. But this is there if you want to use it. Then we have things like promo cards, a social phone, if you want to do that like texting thing that a lot of people are doing now, upstream as well. Special access. So let's say if you want to get on Spotify for artists, like I talked about before, Apple Music for artists. In addition, the YouTube official artist channel. Let's say if you want that artist check mark, you have that here. Connecting to Audio Map. If you want to become part of the Twitch affiliate program and connect your Twitch channel. Let's say you're also doing gaming and other stuff. Again, I'm just scraping the surface. I know this is a lot, but this is what's so cool about DistroKid. Is there's so many things in terms of you can add lyrics and credits. You can do things like protecting your music in terms of the Vault and Distro Lock, in terms of unlimited backups, like I talked about before, and in addition, making sure that your music does not have any unauthorized releases. And then lastly, some helpful things. So in terms of, let's say, Fixer, if let's say for whatever reason your music goes on another artist page, you can kind of contact them saying, hey, this shouldn't be there, whatever, and all the different things you need. DistroKid is truly the best independent music distributor, period, and the amount of features, the amount of things you can do with DistroKid, and in addition, how easy it is to use all the features on DistroKid. DistroKid is truly the best.